guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Courtney, and if you like content like this, then I would love for you to subscribe so that you can be with us for more videos like this. If you're wondering what I've done to my nails, I glued these press-ons on for another video to show you the troubleshooting tips that I have for using press-ons. These two were not glued on very well. That was intentional for the video, and this one was glued on really well. So what I'm going to do is remove these for you guys, because I have had quite a few people ask me how to remove press-ons when you have glued them on. So the first thing you want to do is cut off any excess bits that you have, because there's no point in trying to file away or soak off parts that aren't attached to your nail, right? So I'm just going to cut these. Okay. Now I've cut away all of the excess bits. The only thing that's left to remove are the bits that are stuck onto my nail. Now the best thing to do, if you have an electric file, is to get a really good bit. I have such a hard time opening this. Ah! Why is it so difficult? Fuck. Okay, get yourself a good nail art bit. You might want, not nail art bit, God's sake, nail removing tool. You might want to use a safety one around the edges so that you don't cut yourself. I'm going to use this one. Oh my gosh, what is happening today? Okay, this is the one I'm going to be using. If you don't have an electric file, you can use a regular file as well. It's just going to take longer. So what you want to do is file away as much as you can. But be very careful, because you don't want to get into the natural nail or you'll damage it. So, and I know all about that. File until you think that there isn't any nail left. I'm going to do this quickly with my electric file because I have 3 videos to film today and I don't have time for hand filing. So this one is pinching really tight on my nail. It was too small and I did that on purpose. So I'm going to lightly remove just enough so that it's not pinching, and then I'll know that I've removed the right amount. What I'm going to do next is get some acetone and some little lint-free wipes. This would actually work better if you had some cotton wipes, but I don't. I only have lint-free, so that's what I'm going to use. And I've got these little clips that will hold it onto my nail. So I am going to take a couple of these little wipes, really saturate them in the acetone. You can use any kind of acetone based nail polish remover, and I'll really make sure that it's saturated and then clip that onto my nail, and I'm going to leave that for 5 minutes. You can also soak your nails in a bowl of acetone, but that's pretty wasteful, and I don't have a lot of money and acetone is expensive. So I'm just using as much as I need to so as not to waste it. And I can always come back and reapply a little bit more if it dries out. I'm going to be holding my nails over top of a heater, like a radiator, not a flame because you'll catch on fire, but a little radiator, something warm, like a wheat bag or something to keep these warm, because that's going to speed up the removal process. So I'm going to do that for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys how much is ready to be scraped off. If you have polish on your nails, which you probably do because anybody wearing press-ons, just clear plain press-ons, you're going to need to take all the polish off, especially if it's gel polish, because the gel polish top coat isn't a soak-off normally. So you will need to remove all of this polish before you put it on to soak. So I'll just do the same thing is no different than what I was showing you before. Just need to make sure that all of the polish comes off. So I probably should have cut that nail first because I just removed polish off of the end of it for no reason. But you get the idea. Make sure that you remove all of your gel polish, even if it's just nail polish. Just remove it with a file because it's going to be much quicker and much easier. And then you can go ahead and put that on to soak. With great difficulty because I have no hand. Ah! Get in there. Oh my god. Like that. Okay, off I go to wait for another couple minutes. It's been 5 minutes since I put these 3 on to soak, so I'm going to remove it and see what is happening underneath here. There's going to be the nail like disintegrated and turned into this really sticky mess. And this is what you want to be removing. So you can scrape it off with a cuticle pusher like this. And if there's any left on the nail, you'll know because it's super sticky. You can just put it back on to soak. But that one actually doesn't have much left on, just a little bit at the tip. So what I'm going to do is just give it a little light, very light file, and that will catch any of the bits that are still stuck on there. And that is removed. On to the next. Here you can see it's completely gone. And this part, there's nothing there, that's just my nail. And this is the part that's got the press-ons still sticky and stuck down to my nail. So just scrape away what I can. And then the bits that are left, my nail's only red because of the dye from my nail polish. If you watched my other video, you'll see that I got stained fingernails. So there's some left here that isn't quite ready to be scraped off. So I'm going to put that back on to soak for another couple of minutes. And this is all you have to do. You just keep going back and forth, scrape and soak, scrape and soak. This one hasn't been soaking for as long because it was a last minute application. So that one needs to soak for considerably longer now. So once you've got them all removed and most of the product, I mean, maybe you didn't get all of it off, you could leave a little bit on. It's not going to be the worst thing. You can go in and just give them a little buff. And that'll smooth out any wee jaggy bits. And then I'm just going to wipe them off with a little bit of alcohol just to clean them up. So you can see. And then I am going to go and wash my hands with soap and water because the melted nail tip will have got on my skin and I'm actually allergic to acrylates. So that's going to be a problem for me. I'll take a hit for the team and show you guys how to do this. It's really not very difficult and only should take 10 minutes to cut them down, file off the polish, and then another 10 minutes tops to soak them off. So you can remove your press-ons in like half an hour with acetone. Some people say to soak them in soapy water with oil, and I'm like, I don't understand how anybody thinks that's going to work. If you've done that and it does work, then that's great. But science tells me that water and oil don't dissolve nail glue or plastic nail tips. So I'm not really sure how that's a thing, but I would never suggest that. You're going to damage your nails pulling them off after soaking in hot water. Some other people say to get like a piece of dental floss and put it underneath the press-on where it's lifted and kind of pull it off. And I mean, yeah, that's gonna be less damaging, I guess, but it's still going to damage your nail, and it makes me cringe just thinking about it because it's going to be painful. So this is really the best way to do it, you guys. My nails aren't in great condition, but the red that you see is only from my polish that I had on the other day from Poundland. I did use a base coat, but it proper stained my nails, and you can see the stains on these ones as well. I didn't even have press-ons on that now. So anyways, that's it for this video. If you have any questions about press-ons, you can come talk to me in the comments. I love chatting to you guys. And if not, I will see you guys again very shortly for another nail video. Bye for now.